You wake up and feel nothing, not sadness, not joy, just a grey, static hum where your emotions used to be. You scroll through your phone and nothing lands. You watch a video, then another, then 10 more, and by the end you can't remember a single one. You're not depressed exactly, you're not anxious exactly, you're just here, floating, numb. And the strangest part is, you can't remember when it started. Somewhere between the notifications, the news cycles, the endless content, the pressure to optimize every hour, you stopped feeling like yourself. You became a ghost in your own life. And if you're watching this right now, I want you to know something. You're not broken, you're not weak, and you're not alone. What you're experiencing has a name, a history, and most importantly, a way out. The ancient Stoics understood this emptiness 2,000 years ago, and their insights might be the only thing that can pull you back from the edge. Let's start with what's actually happening inside your brain. Modern neuroscience has identified something called dopamine desensitization. Every time you get a like, a message, a new video, a bite of sugar, a quick hit of novelty, your brain releases dopamine. But here's the problem. Your brain wasn't designed for this. It evolved in a world where rewards were rare, where a successful hunt or a found fruit tree was a genuine event. Now you're getting dozens, hundreds, thousands of micro rewards every single day. Studies show the average person checks their phone over 250 times a day. That's not connection, that's compulsion. And your brain, overwhelmed by this constant flood, does the only thing it can. It numbs itself. It downregulates dopamine receptors to protect you from the overstimulation. The result? You need more and more stimulation to feel anything at all. And when you're not stimulated, you feel nothing. Empty, flat, numb. But the Stoics knew this pattern long before we had the language of neuroscience. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." He was talking about wealth, but the principle cuts deeper. We live in an age of infinite access, infinite entertainment, infinite information, infinite everything, and it's killing our ability to feel. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who could have had anything, wrote in his private journal, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." He understood that abundance without inner order leads to chaos. That stimulation without stillness leads to numbness. The ancient world didn't have smartphones, but it had excess, it had distraction, it had people running from themselves. And the Stoics saw clearly what we're only now rediscovering, that the more you consume, the less you feel. Epictetus taught his students something radical. He said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." Read that again. Disregarding things beyond our control. How much of your day is spent reacting to things you can't control? The news, other people's opinions, algorithms designed to keep you scrolling, trends, outrage, comparisons. You're not living your life. You're being lived by forces outside yourself, and that feeling of numbness, it's your soul trying to protect you. It's a shutdown response. When everything demands your attention and nothing is truly yours, your psyche retreats. It goes quiet. It stops responding, not because you're broken, but because you're overwhelmed. And if you're finding value in this, if this is resonating with something deep inside you, consider subscribing. Not because I need you to, but because this journey, this return to yourself, is something we're walking together. There's a growing community here exploring these ancient ideas in modern life, and I'd love for you to be part of it. No pressure, just an invitation. So what do we do? How do we come back to life? The Stoics offer us a path, and it starts with something uncomfortable. Voluntary discomfort. Seneca practiced poverty 1 day a month. He'd eat simple food, wear rough clothes, sleep on the floor. Not to punish himself, but to recalibrate. To remind his system what enough feels like. When you deliberately step away from comfort, from stimulation, from the constant flood, something extraordinary happens. Your baseline resets. Silence becomes rich again. Simplicity becomes satisfying. A walk without headphones becomes an experience. This isn't about becoming a monk. It's about creating contrast. Your nervous system needs rest. Your dopamine receptors need time to heal. And that only happens when you stop feeding the machine. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is the heart of it. You can't control the algorithm. You can't control the news cycle. You can't control what other people think or do, but you can control your attention. You can control what you allow into your mind. You can choose right now to close the loop, to stop the scroll, to sit with the discomfort of boredom until it transforms into presence. The numbness you feel isn't permanent. It's a symptom, a signal. Your soul is telling you that you've drifted too far from yourself. The Stoics believed in something called the inner citadel, a fortress inside you that no external force can touch. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." That retreat still exists. It's still there. But you've been taught to fear it. You've been conditioned to fill every silence, every pause, every moment of potential boredom with something, anything, to avoid being alone with yourself. And that avoidance is what's making you numb. Because real feeling, real aliveness, only emerges in stillness, in presence, in the courageous act of being here fully, without distraction. Start small. 1 hour without your phone, 1 walk without podcasts, 1 meal without screens. Notice what comes up. The restlessness, the urge to reach for something. That's not boredom, that's withdrawal. And on the other side of that withdrawal is you, the real you, the one who feels deeply, who notices beauty, who connects with life not as content to consume, but as experience to inhabit. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Decide who you want to be. Someone awake, someone present, someone alive, and then do the uncomfortable work of reclaiming your attention, your time, your inner world. You are not numb because you're broken. You're numb because you're overstimulated, overwhelmed, and disconnected from the quiet sovereignty of your own mind. The ancient Stoics faced their own versions of this, and they found the answer not in more, but in less. Not in distraction, but in discipline. Not in escape, but in presence. You can feel again. You can come back. It starts now. It starts with one choice, one moment of stillness, one act of reclaiming yourself. Welcome back.